Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having an absolute magical day, and thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. We are back with a new Mythic rank standard best of one deck. Orzhov Control, Orzhov Midrange, combination of the two, which is quite fantastic. A bit of a heavier mana curve, but a lot of nice, cheap removal within the build as well. So playing both sides of the fence, if you will. In today's video, we'll do our best to break down everything included within that deck, talking about the list, all the strategies and synergies included within it, demonstrating this within the Mythic rank gameplay footage against the best players and decks in the world right now, which is, absolutely incredible. And then talking about the deck, where could we improve within the list to wrap up, a little bit of a review, of course, our pack opening and channel news, everything like that. Today's a bit of a special edition within that pack opening as well. I know you're going to like it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support. And let's take a look at this new deck, Dougie. Here we are. And you know what? You're a deck name. Maybe you figure it out for a change. 60 card standard, best of one, Mythic rank deck like we talked about. The color combination of white and black, also known as Orzhov. 2.9 average mana value, so like I said, a little chunkier. We have 24 land to support, 13 creatures, 23 non-creatures, which seems like an odd skew. However, a lot of our non-creatures actually generate creatures for us, so it's quite a nice balance when you actually get down to it. And good split here, 81 to 42, right down the middle, and a great curve, right? Look at this, the Stairway to Heaven. Okay, so, first off, let's talk about everything that makes a token. The Wedding Announcement for 3 mana as an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, put an invitation counter on Wedding Announcement. If you attack with 2 or more creatures this turn, draw a card. Otherwise, create a 1/1 human creature token, and then if Wedding Announcement has 3 or more invitation counters on it, transform it into the Festivities. Creatures you control get +1/+1, right? So creating a bunch of 1/1s and then helping all of our creatures be a little bit better through that +1/+1. We have a Wandering Emperor for 4 mana, 3 starting loyalty with Flash, and she can actually activate her loyalty abilities at instant speed when she enters play for that turn. +1, putting a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains first strike until the end of turn. Don't care. Sometimes it's good in combat though. -1, creating a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance, right? So we're kind of first talking about creating all of those tokens, and this is where we see that within the card. -2, exiling tap target creature, you gain 2 life. So, a really good card that covers a lot of the bases, right? This is a fantastic player. We have Sorin the Mirthless, 4 mana, 4 starting loyalty, -2, create a 2/3 black vampire creature token with flying and lifelink. It's fantastic. And of course, some other abilities here through the +1. Looking at the top card of your library, you may reveal that card, put it into your hand. If you do, lose life equal to its mana value, which is fine because we have a ton of life gain in the deck. And then finally, -7, if you can somehow get there, deal 13 damage to any target and you gain 13 life. That's quite a lightning bolt you've got there, Sorin. All right, we have Edgar, the Charmed Groom, for 4 mana. It's a 4/4, and other vampires you control get +1/+1. When Edgar dies, you'll return it to the battlefield transformed into the Coffin, which is fantastic. This is a legendary artifact. And at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 black and white vampire token with lifelink and put a bloodline counter on the Coffin. Then if there are 3 counters on the Coffin, remove those counters and transform it back into Edgar, Charmed Groom, right? So you can kind of cycle these back and forth, have 2 of them in play, and receive value from both sides. It's fantastic. Again, just an unlimited stream of tokens for us to utilize, and some good creatures too. All right, so, that's kind of what we have for token generation in the deck. There are some other creatures here as well. The Spirited Companion for 2, a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. That cantrip is fantastic. And at the same time, we have Inspiring Overseer for 3 mana, a 2/1 with flying, and when it enters the battlefield, not only will we draw a card, but also gain 1 life, which will help us propel through the deck, to find some of these higher valued cards, maybe it's finding us land to curve out appropriately. Really, there's just no downside to drawing, right? Even if you draw the wrong thing, it gets you closer to the right thing for your next draw, right? Okay, so, you know, that's what we're doing here. And sometimes we can utilize our tokens within Rite of Oblivion, you know, not leaning too heavily on it, but it is definitely a very nice option for 2 mana at sorcery speed. As an additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a non-land permanent. To exile a target non-land permanent, we can recast it from the grave for 4 mana via the flashback, which is quite cool. After that, it's going to be exiled, but the double cast of it, which is, you know, really, really good value. And then, you know, sometimes we're forced to sacrifice a creature, maybe an enchantment, or worst case scenario, a planeswalker, but nonetheless, it's very, very good removal. On that same note, for 3 mana at sorcery speed, a little bit more expensive, but you're not forced to sacrifice your own thing. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls, and all tokens that player controls with the same name as that permanent. So this is fantastic if your opponent does have kind of a token deck, a mirror match, dare I say, if lots of people decide to run this, to take care of the human tokens. It's also just good, I think, to exile anything you want for 3. I'm totally down with that in most situations. I love it. So it's got the potential really to just nuke anything, and then, you know, also double value through the ability to like hit a whole bunch of token creatures at once. Okily dokily. Speaking of hitting a whole bunch of things at once, you know, dare I say, Depopulate. 4 mana, sorcery speed. Each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card. Looking at you, Edgar, and then destroy all creatures. Sometimes things just get out of hand. We are in a unique position to, you know, accumulate a nice board state through the planeswalkers that make tokens, the enchantments that make tokens. So a field wipe should, you know, hurt our opponent much more than ourselves because of that. And sometimes, you know, just wiping the board and restarting is, you know, really quite helpful. Liliana has a little bit of removal here with her -2 for 3 mana, 3 loyalty. Only 1 copy of this in the deck, but it's quite nice when you get it. Target player sacrifices a creature for that -2. Each player also discards a card for the +1. We can toss our Rite, we can toss lands. Maybe if they're a control deck, we can start tossing some of our creature-based removal. -6. Separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices all permanents in the pile of their choice. So, you know, however unlikely it is that you get this, if you do, act on it because it's incredible. Furthermore, we have the 2 marches, Otherworldly Light and Wretched Sorrow. They both cost 1 + X and are at instant speed. The march will exile artifact, creature, or enchantment with mana value X or less. The Wretched Sorrow will deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker and will gain X life, right? So they both hit creatures. March of Wretched Sorrow hits planeswalkers. Otherworldly Light hits artifacts and enchantments. Prioritize these accordingly. And of course, they both have the ability to discard from your hand into exile a card of the same color to reduce the casting cost by 2, which again can be quite rewarding. I like March of Otherworldly Light because you can hit tokens for 0, X equals 0, for just 1 mana at instant speed, which is quite nice, very rewarding. And then Fateful Absence, instant speed here for 2 to destroy target creature or planeswalker. Its controller will investigate, getting that clue token. At the end of the day, being able to hit creature or planeswalker, I feel like is an extreme advantage. However, you know, we really do have nice removal through Oblivion, through Ashes, hitting anything, right? And then the 2 marches are covering everything for us. Fateful Absence, doing a lot to help that as well. And, you know, dare I say, there's a single copy of Sheoldred in the deck, a 4/5 for 4 with Death Touch, and whenever you draw a card, gain 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they lose 2 life. Just a fantastic card that's hard to ignore, and, you know, why not just play with 1 copy, right? It's going to help out in the long run. That is the deck, chat. We've got an Anointed Peacekeeper, Third Path, and a Warden, kind of as like ideas, treating the sideboard as a maybe board in best of one. And I encourage you to, you know, do you have any other ideas kind of like those that could go in the deck as we watch today's gameplay footage? Would you have liked to see a specific card? Did you see something in the build that was like, you know, not really working well? Let us know, because we're all looking to make the best decks possible and win as many games as possible, right? And together as a community, we can definitely accomplish that. With that being said, we were undefeated in today's video, playing, I think, 4 or 5 matches and winning every single one of them, which is incredible. It is unlikely, and we do not have a large data set for this deck, and now that's where we're going to rely on you. However, you know, it is a little bit of a more difficult deck to play. So master it first. Hit that play queue with it, you know, get used to it after you've watched the video, and then you can hit ranked. And I'm sure your performance will be fairly nice if, you know, our matches have anything to say about that. Anywho, you know, it's a learning process. Magic is a hard game at the end of the day. You know, one mistake or misjudgment can cost an entire match, which is, you know, that's what keeps bringing me back, right? So with that being said, you know, thank you all so much for watching. Have an absolute magical day. Let's play some Magic. Ba, 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 ba. On the draw, removal, draw, more removal. That's pretty good. We may want to address that immediately. Could take our Lily. Oh, that's good too. I say if they do it, we cast Absence. Maybe they don't have a land, and then we can just take care of it ourselves. They need to play a land to transform. They don't. I'll call it. They could easily remove this as well. We take their Cardins, saving our Emperor. That's quite nice.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Oh, Morbid Opportunist is a good card. And it's a draw engine, which just screams. Yeah. It does kind of scream exile that, doesn't it? It's instant speed. We can hold on to it, I guess. I don't see them protecting it. We can toss the land here. Let's see what they toss. More removal. Alright, you go. Go ahead. I'm definitely not playing the announcement to give them draws. Hopefully they attack in, and it's like... No, I don't think you will. Well, I mean, you will, but... Shall not be successful. Here we go with a -2. Gaining 2 life within the process. Back to 20. Protecting our Liliana, primarily. Secondary Shadow in play. That's a draw for us. Thank you. +1 counter on the Dookie.
Remember your training.
Do we force the sacrifice and lose our Liliana? I have no complaints there. I think, you know, that's pretty good. Liliana dealt with 2 creatures and forced a nice discard. Right? Discarded an Infernal Grasp, where we just discarded a land. stuck on lands. Our turn. +1 counter on the companion. Here's the removal. Okay. Here comes Sorin. -2, making you 2/3 vampire with lifelink. We are kind of stuck on lands as well, but, you know, it's a lot easier to operate on 4 than 3. Alright. This is an exile target as well. We just take it immediately because I think that's fun. I'll make a samurai. Multiple creatures is good here, and then we're drawing with Sorin. Grabbing a land, not having to pay any life for it, and it's in play. We hit for 2 to 18, and I believe we can gain control of this match here. Cute.
I bring my own
Exile or destroy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, we're paying 3 life, which is not a problem because we just gained 5. And then an additional 3 to 8 for the turn, up to 27. More removal, some draw, field presence. Oh. One, 2, 3. Cement 0. Target. Yes, I'm sure. Pay its power, which is not really a big deal. Make a token, do a Drizzaw. It's a land again. I mean, we're engineered to be able to pay that life for good draws. Thanks. I mean, they bricked us. I'm sorry about your land. There's the 4th one. They got it. Nice. I think they were nicing their land draw. I'm gonna nice their land draw. I think that's pretty cool. And here they come with a vengeance. They're like, I've got 4 lands. This match is not over yet. Or is it? Oh no. Alright, on the draw. Keeping 7. It's a lot of land. We'll make it work. Avoid paying life on 2 by playing the tapped first for the plains on 2, right? Instead of the caves. I know. It's the best play I've made all week. Leave me alone. Stop! Sometimes lands matter! Sometimes. Most of the time. Felsinger, did they self-exploit? That would be cool if they did, man. Sure. Let's just keep stacking value. Try to get ahead of their invoke, right? We want multiple creatures, multiple enchantments, multiple planeswalkers, right? It's a tall order, but I think we can get it. Seems like a great trade. I don't mind. I think that is a thing. I mean, it's got Death Touch, right? Yeah. I'd like to get this Edgar out, but I know that they've got removal. Okay, that's a good card. Houston, we've got a good card. Taking damage here, too. Single block. I think this is a nice time just for a Depopulate. Let me see if they are like, oh no, I can't block with Sheoldred, it's too important. And maybe we get 1 free damage. Cool beans. I mean, I think that's smart not to block, right? Now we've got 2/2/2s. Invoke Despair. Okay. Which, in theory, is offset mostly by a single 3-drop. I don't really want to play my Planeswalker. If we're forced to sacrifice a creature, I'm kind of into it, right? Let's hit for 1. Announcement flips. Probably just like exile. Single target. Aye. It's okay. We'll be fine, you know? There's no worries. And that's why we didn't want to play the Planeswalker. Wow. I think we can now, though. 3 invokes in a row? Could you imagine? That would be wild.
I take no choice.
That's it for 2. Down to 17. Invoke draws invokes. We can exile this, right? Which is helpful. Let's draw first. Ooh. Hello.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
They might kill it themselves, which is fine. I mean, not fine. They bring back Sheoldred. They don't kill their own Junji to dodge exile. Interesting. Sometimes things like that happen. It's high stakes. I get nervous, you know, playing at this level. I'm sure many of these other individuals do as well. You know, gets the heart going. Oof. Not cut out for this. Good game. It's beautiful. Oh, so close. All right, we are going first, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to play that slow land and maybe hold this Mire for utility. I don't know. Maybe we bring back the companion because we sack it with Rite. We'll pretend. That's the long con, you know what I mean? That's not, like... And we have the opportunity to do it, so we may as well build towards it, and, you know, if something interrupts that along the journey, so be it. What's the holdup, brah? What's going on over here? What you doing, Willis? Are you there? My connection's pristine, right? You know, it's just like spot on. I'll wait. It's okay. We're here. It's a great time to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't done so yet. You can leave a comment about what's happened to our opponent. What do you think? Did the cat jump on their computer, turn it off, like mine always does? Did they spill their coffee and they had to go clean it up? What do you think happened to our opponent? Something. They queued up for a mythic match. And we're getting ghosted. You know? Something has happened. I hope they're okay. Oh, maybe it's one of the BlackBerry players. Sometimes when you play the game on your BlackBerry, it doesn't have enough RAM to really do it really well, so it crashes a lot. And they've got to reload back in, and it's like just recrashing. And but they're like, no, I like my BlackBerry. So I'm gonna continue to play Magic, and then when it does work, you know, then they're like on that little trackpad, you know, trying to do everything. It's quite impressive, the resolve that these individuals have. Yeah, dang, dude, this is like we're definitely getting ghosted, which is so very strange. Sometimes it happens, though, I guess. What's unbelievable is that sometimes the match will start, and then, yes, wow. www.wow.ca/ what the fuck is this? Dude, really? I'm almost tempted to rope them in return. You know? Is this a real person? Or is this a bot? Because it would be pretty easy to have a Python bot running to play from the left of the hand with a mono red deck and, you know, rope people into conceding up the ladder. And then when they don't concede, red them. That's why I say it nice. Hello? Is there a real person there? Can I get an emote out of my bro? Are you there? Are you there? Nah, this is a bot for sure, dude. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Let's see if we can beat this MTG bot chat. They exist. Do not go Googling for them. Please. We do not need more of this. I shouldn't have even said those words out loud. No box. It could be a real person that just refuses to communicate with me while playing in a suspicious pattern. Who knows? I'm not one to judge. Well, I kind of am, but, you know, that's my own problem. Don't be like, you know, my bad. I just want to know what was going on. Why did I have to wait a minute and a half just to start the match? I understand that players fully within their rights to take that time. That's why I try to get a hello out of them, you know? Like, what's up, bro? Hello? Are you there? Not giving you the draw. Yup. Could have attacked, I guess, for one. I don't think it's a big thing here. Oh no. They only have mechanical warfares in hand? That's outrageous. Bro, your bot skipped a turn. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's just a thought, you know? Not an accusation. Oh, no. And we'll figure it out. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Real player? Could be. Maybe not, though. I like the bodies. Oh well. I mean, it's lose 3 power or 2 power, right? So I guess that one's probably better to do.
For the sake of all things, my will, not you fight for me now.
Another? Oh, they're gonna be disappointed. Big hit. We gain 3 life here. That's game, you know. Thanks for playing. Oh, it could be a real person. That was a very human characteristic. That was totally human characteristic. There's my conclusion formed. That it is indeed just maybe a BlackBerry player that had some connection issues off the start, got loaded in, and then they're like, let's rip. Because I don't know if scooping is coded into the bot, right? Maybe, you know, opponent gets life gain in play, I'm out. That'd be much more complex than what I was, you know, thinking of. So, you know, good game, I guess, right? Confirmed, not a replicant. Right? Yeah, organic being. Too much of a good thing, and in this case, they're bomb 4 drops. So it's, you know, can we have some removal along the way? I'm gonna toss this Overseer. Well, I mean, the draws would be so good. No removal? You are crazy, bro! There it is. There's plenty of removal in the deck. We'll get to it. And if we've got draw, I mean, that's going to help us along that journey as well. I hate that card. Where's that exile? Oh my god. Stop, dude. Stop doing this to yourself. Let's get all our drawing done before Sheoldred enters the battlefield. You know? Don't you? The drawing helps with the lands too, you know, really decreases the chance that you're gonna brick. In mono black. We'll see. I'm not taking double strike damage. I will block that, though. You know, that's a trade I think we can take. Yup. Again, before they get to their Invoke Despair, get these announcements out. They really eat it. 3 mana for 5 mana. You know, we don't want to lose our Planeswalker ever. So it's always, they're going to get that little bit of value, but you can definitely mitigate a bunch. Again, all are drawing before Sheoldred enters. Come out, just go for it. Just draw. I will hit for 1. You know what? Why not? Alright, we transform as well. Okay. I see what you were missing. I thought it was a little suspect there playing this dragon in mono black. It's a Rakdos deck, chat. Huh. There we go. A lot to work with here. I don't want to give them the treasure either, though. Well, I guess we could just dunk on it. Right? We transform. We're sitting on lethal, like. Yes. Call him Larry Bird because I dunk on him like Oreos. Those white and black Oreo deck, you know? That's why it dunks. Yes! I think this is looking pretty tasty. Yep. Move that and smash. Good game. Alrighty then. Know your deck name. I like the build. There's not much new here. I think that Legions to Ashes is a phenomenal card. Of course, I wish it was at instant speed. That would be crazy though, right? And at the end of the day, good value wins games. Like the Spirited Companion and Inspiring Overseer are by no means fantastic meta cards, right? But the fact that we can, you know, work them in between the removal, between the crazy value planeswalkers, much like mortar between the bricks of a sturdy house, it all seems to work quite well together, which I like, you know. So it's strange for me. You know, 1/1 that draws a card for 2 is not good. If this enchantment's not triggering anything, you know, if you're not getting an angel reduction or cost reduction or, you know, strength, toughness improvement, then what's the point? But because of what's with it, I think it works out in a fashion that is very sustainable, right? Smoothing your curve, making sure that you're always hitting those 4-drops on time, making sure you're finding the removal, which is fantastic, right? And it's clogging up the field for the sustainability. They're getting in front of the planeswalkers to block. Very, very cool stuff. So let me know what you think. How could we, you know, take this deck to the next level? Don't hold back. Hit me up in the comments. And I promise a reverse pack opening. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to Ixalan, hit the store up. We're going to buy ourselves some packs. A reverse pack opening. Because there are some packs that we don't have, you know, that complete collection of. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Kalash go back. Beautiful. And then finally something to spend our gold on, right? So I'm going to treat you guys with a triple pack. Oh my gosh, I don't know if this is sustainable. 3 packs. While we wait for the new box to come in, I did do the pre-order for All Will Be One. It, like, I almost, like, you see me like hesitate there? I almost couldn't do it. I was like, don't spend your gold. Are you insane? Bro. And then, you know, as we wait for the new box to come in, we will increase our collection. So it's 69 packs all the way across. You know, I don't mind doing this. And then I think once this is complete, you know, then we continue on to 2 million gold, right, chat? You know, with that full collection, of course, as well. I don't know. I gotta make the game interesting for myself somehow. We've been here for years. It's just the little things. The little things like liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Have a magical day, everyone. Thank you so much, as always. Become a YouTube member as well. And then you can challenge me directly every single Sunday, 2 p.m. Mountain Standard. I think it's like 4 p.m. Eastern. You know, there's a countdown every week, so you can like check out the video and like set a reminder as well. And then the whole YouTube community shows up on this exclusive live stream, and we play matches against each other, which is pretty cool. So it's quite a lot of fun. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon in the next.